What's up guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing some door dashing. Today is December 31st, New Year's Eve. It is 5:55 p.m. and we're going to go to DoorDash around the Carrollwood area of Tampa. I just got an $8 order for about six and a half miles. I don't know the exact amount, but it's on the screen right now. And while we're driving there, I can tell you a little bit about door dashing. So door dashing is this company. It's food delivery. And basically how it works is, 1, you're self-employed. 2, you determine your hours. You determine when you work and when you don't. And you drive around in your car and you go to different locations. You go to different stores, different restaurants, and you pick up people's food and you get paid for these orders. And it's actually a really good side hustle. And I do it because I just have the time and it makes me money. And it's really fun because I like to drive. So like I said, right now we're heading towards, I don't know the store. It's on the screen right now, the store. But we're heading there, and let's just see how much money I make today. It's 5:55. I plan on ending around 9, I think. So we'll see how much money I make in that short amount of time, about 3.5 hours. We're setting off to the destination for that last DoorDash I was telling you about. It's about 11 minutes away. I was picking up some pizza. So yeah, I'll let you know how much this order was after tips and everything. Just delivered that order. Now we're heading to what DoorDash calls hotspots. Basically what these are a hot area in the grid on the map where if you're in it, you're more likely to get a DoorDash order. Now basically, you don't have to be in these hotspots to receive orders. I've been sitting at my house ready to go for a dash and gotten an order. I've been driving to the middle of nowhere and gotten an order. I've just been driving to the hotspot and also gotten an order. But basically, these hotspots, you're more likely to get orders for the restaurants that are near you, which reduces how much gas you waste going for an order. And that's really beneficial because most of the time you're like, oh, okay, DoorDash. But how do they know like who's the best fit to get someone's food if DoorDash is trying to get that food to them in a reasonable amount of time? And that's basically how they do it, is they give hotspots. And you're supposed to go into those hotspots or drive around them. I personally drive because for some reason they give me more orders if my car's in motion compared to when it's just sitting in front of a store. But sometimes also I'll get more orders at restaurants that aren't even in the hotspots, like Outback. I've sat in front of there and gotten more orders than sitting right in the center of one of their hotspots. But right now we're heading to one of those. It's about 8 minutes away from the order I just delivered. And so far we've made $8.49, I think is what the last order will be. The total will be at the top of the screen throughout the whole video. And we'll see how much we made, including how much gas I've wasted at the end of the video. So look forward to that. All right, so heading to my next order now. The total's on the screen. I didn't have enough time to check, but notice how these orders really do have a benefit when they're for such a big amount, but they're for such a short distance. Like this order was around, like I wanna say $11, $12 when I saw it, and I saw a really small number of miles. It's on the screen right now. It was like, I think 3 or 4 miles. And basically, like, it's insane how you can just get a crazy order like that and only have to drive a short distance. And it really helps with gas. The best way to DoorDash for me personally is I try not to dash, when I accept a dash order, I try my best not to let the amount of money be smaller than the amount of miles. I try and keep it around equal. But this is difficult for people just starting out because these orders, if you don't accept a number of them, they bring your acceptance rate down. And your acceptance rate affects how many orders you get and how many high-paying orders you get also. So when you're first starting out, you kind of have no choice other than to accept the crappy orders. Excuse my poor definition for how the orders are, but the poor orders. You have to accept those so that you can get your acceptance rate up. But once you do, you see quite a few less of the poor orders that are like $12 for 24 miles. Like that I would not accept, even if I'm trying to build my acceptance rate, because that's just outrageous. But you can get away with taking some of the nasty ones that are like maybe $6 for 8 miles, and you can still build your acceptance rate up pretty quickly. But I'm at the location for the next order now, so let's go ahead and grab this one and I'll keep you updated. Just picked up the order now. It was at some grilled chicken restaurant. Smells pretty good. That's another thing I really hate about door dashing is you'll get some food in your car from like Wingstop or Chili's, and it just smells so good. Chili's might be an unpopular opinion, but Wingstop, I know that's a popular smell that people like. But pretty much that's the part that kind of stinks, is you're out here all day smelling food, getting hungry, and you don't benefit from taking a break and stopping by somewhere to get some food. Or even better, which is a more cost-effective manner of eating, is going all the way home and making yourself a sandwich or something like that. This kind of job requires you almost to eat out. It requires you to eat out. And I personally use reward programs to try and mitigate the process, mitigate the amount of money that I waste on fast food. I also try and eat healthy. That way I don't have to eat for a pretty long time. Like if I eat a giant Chipotle bowl at lunch, there's a fair chance that I'm not gonna need some big meal for dinner. So I can settle for like a McDonald's burger or McChicken, or maybe even something a little more classy, like a chicken sandwich from Chick-fil-A. Basically, you're out here all day, and yes, the money's worth it, but you also gotta factor in gas. And a lot of my friends have tried door dashing, and they always end up saying that it costs about the same amount of money in gas that you make every single time. I personally haven't seen this. Maybe all of these people are leadfoots and they drive their car like maniacs, or they don't know how to dash and they're always taking the $3 orders that are for 20 miles. That could be another thing, is they're not making enough money to back up the miles they're driving. And that seems to be the most logical explanation for why all these people are not making a lot of money off DoorDash, because I'm making bank. I started in August of 2023. Since it's New Year's, obviously New Year's Eve, it's about to be 2024. So I've been dashing for a pretty long time now. Not yet a total year, but I could say that I'm about probably elite. Not necessarily pro, but elite, if I was to label myself in some kind of like skill category. But it's really fun. Door dashing's really fun. I've yet to encounter any like big issues. A lot of my friends are like, ooh, door dashing, that's dangerous. You're going to areas of the town that you don't know. I don't encounter any safety issues, but if I ever do, DoorDash has this feature called safety check-in. If you're on an order and you don't respond to the safety check-in, they'll automatically call 911 for you. Don't quote me on that because I'm not 100% sure on the feature, but I am pretty sure that is what the feature does. But other than that, that's all I'll explain for now on DoorDash. And how it works and all the inner workings. There is more, and I'll get to that after this dash is over. Alright, just completed that order. Sorry, I had to turn on my light back there because you guys can't see me because it's night. It's dark outside. 6:35. You know how it is around New Year's. The sun disappears at ridiculous times. Basically, I just delivered an $11 order that was 3 miles, I think. I don't know. You guys quote me. Basically, that order was super simple, but it was different than the rest of them because the difference between common DoorDash orders is they're either contactless or you have to hand it to the recipient. And this order, unlike the last one, was a leave at my door, which is contactless delivery. And basically what contactless delivery entails is you have to take a photo of your delivery. You have to show the surroundings so that the customer knows where you dropped it off. It also helps because it's proof that you dropped it off. Now, a lot of people just take the photo and then basically just say, screw it, I'm gonna take the food. I don't do that because I want to get paid. And the customer has the right to say, oh, my food wasn't here. And then it'll be investigated. And if it proves that you did actually take the food, you won't receive the money. That's how it works. So basically, I don't steal the food because I don't like stealing. I wouldn't steal because I wouldn't want to be stolen from. And yeah. But there are also different types of orders, and I won't touch on them just yet unless I get one, because then I'll be able to explain it and show you guys proof and explain how the different orders for DoorDash work. So right now we're heading back to the hotspot. It's a different one this time because they rotate every 10-ish minutes. So I will see you guys when I get the next order. All right, guys, just received another order. Now this order is one of the ones that I was telling you about that isn't necessarily a horrible order, but it is not net positive. So I'm driving more miles than the dollar amount that this order is worth. I'm driving like 10.5 miles, 10.5 miles for $9.50. And these are the type of orders that you have to take if you want to build up your acceptance rate. And like I said, your acceptance rate, I'm not going to re-explain the whole thing, but basically, if you want to get good orders, good high-paying orders, you have to accept the not-so-great orders. Otherwise, DoorDash is going to knock down your acceptance rate, because what you're doing is you're preventing somebody from receiving their food at a certain time. The more people that decline someone's order, the longer it takes somebody, a customer, to receive that food. And that kind of sucks sometimes, especially, you know, I've been a DoorDash customer before. I've used their app to order some food. It's actually really convenient. And I was told that if I tip a small amount, that there's a likely chance that my order will take longer than expected, because it will go through different hands of different dashers, and some of them may not accept it. And that, reading that as a customer makes me think, okay, well, that's a little annoying. And it kind of makes me want to tip, but at the same time, I'm not in a rush to get my food. I was ordering McDonald's at like midnight, so I didn't care how long it took, as long as it, you know, didn't take forever, because I wanted to go to sleep. But I got my food, normal time. It was accepted by one dasher, and not rejected or dropped or anything like that. So it was super simple. But if you don't accept a lot of orders, you will have your acceptance rate drop. And if it drops below a certain point, your account can be suspended or deactivated. And that is not okay, not cool, because then you can't dash anymore and you can't make money on the side. Anyway, we're heading to this Chinese restaurant right now. Most common place that I get food is Chinese restaurants and pizza places. I like pizza places because they're the most high-paying orders most of the time. But we're about 1 minute away, because we literally just got it driving up and down the strip. So I'll see you guys when I receive the order. Just picked up the order from the Chinese restaurant, and we're about 20 minutes out from their location. It is a 11-mile drive. See you guys when I get the next order. Alright guys, just delivered that order. It was about a 21 minute drive. Mainly back roads. It was super fun. I love back roads. So yeah, love back roads. I love just, you know, the drive. I love driving. That's why I like DoorDashing. It allows me to do the one thing that I love doing, and I make money doing it. I see no downsides, other than sometimes it can cost you money when you like go out in the middle of nowhere. Like this one time I was out in Lake Wales, and I needed a DoorDash because I didn't have enough money for gas to get home. And by the grace of God, I was able to make that money, and I got the money I needed to get gas and go home, which was a blessing. But out there, I wasted gas going to the closest hotspot, which to the trailer park I was in was like, I don't even know, maybe 12 miles? And it's hills, so you're wasting so much gas going through there, and it was awful. But pretty much, DoorDashing is almost always gonna make you a little bit of money, but it may differ depending on your car, depending on where you live, depending on the time of day, depending on the day in general, depending on the day in the month, the year. It is 100% flexible. You never know how much you're gonna make, ever. So yeah, pretty much heading to the hotspot right now, and I will go ahead and let you guys know when I get another order. Just picked up another order, heading to that location now. It's about 22 minutes away. I just picked up some nice sushi. That restaurant smells absolutely delicious. Might have to go back there later in the year, or I should say later next year. Heading there now. Wanted to give a little tip for those of you dashing in a car. It's very simple to forget to do this, and DoorDash will not reimburse you if this happens, but there have been several times where I've had to slam on the brakes and avoid a crash. This happens. We live in Florida, or at least I do. And basically, I had a thought before this event happened, or this incident happened, and the thought was, what happens if I slam on brakes and the food in the back or passenger seat of my car goes flying and spilled all over my vehicle. So I've gotten into the habit of using the seat belts for either the back or front passenger seats to secure almost every bag that I put in this car. Now, if it's something tiny or something that's just not necessary to secure, because it's not going to go flying, or it has enough weight to itself that the bucket feature of the bucket seats that my car has is enough to keep it from going anywhere for any average braking situation. But for those situations where I know it's not buckled and I go to slam hard, I do the mama bear arm to make sure the food doesn't fly anywhere. Something else I do is I always make sure my drinks are taped and secured, because I have taken turns not necessarily that fast, and the cup will literally just fly out of my cup holder. So I've always made sure to have a hand near the cup anytime I think that I'm taking a pretty sharp turn. Last thing is know where you're going. I always have the GPS going. I always know what area of town I'm in. I always know how to get there in case GPS is ever off. But sometimes I don't, which is where DoorDash kind of yells at you if you're late. So anyway, we're heading to the DoorDash, or the location for this order right now. It's about 9.2 miles away, 18-minute drive. See you then. All right, guys, just delivered that order. It was about a 20-minute drive, like I said. Been doing a lot of long orders lately, but I think that I just got one that's a pretty short one. It is a $11 order for, what was it, like 3 miles? I didn't get a good look at it, but screenshots on the screen right now. So we're heading there now. Alrighty, so we have just picked up an order from Outback Steakhouse, and we are now heading to the customer's drop-off location, which is about 8 minutes away. So I will see you guys in 8 minutes. All right, just completed that order for Outback. Ended up meeting the guy at the bottom of his apartment complex. And something really nice is, if you're nice to the customers, I don't necessarily know if this is why this guy gave me a $5 tip after delivering his order, but I've seen that customers normally react very, very nicely to...
Speed check reported ahead on Bruce B. Downs Boulevard.
Are willing to go the extra mile and be kind. Now, if you can't hear, I just got an order, so I'm gonna check that and get right back with you. All right, just got a, oh goodness, I don't even know what number, what dollar order it is. It's kind of crazy out here. Dashing is literally insane. New Year's Eve, man, it's the time.
Speed check reported ahead on Bruce B. Downs Boulevard.
All right, you need to stop talking. Anyway, just got an order for Wendy's. Heading to it now. Gotta turn my hazards off because I left them on. But yeah, heading there now. It's about an 8-minute drive. Sorry, not 8 minutes. It's about a 1-minute drive because it's right next to where I dropped it off. Yeah, Dashing's been crazy lately, but like I was saying previously, if you're nice to the customers, there's a chance that they will give you an extra tip because, oh, they're like, oh yeah, this guy's a nice guy. I might as well give him a tip because why not? But yeah, so when you're dashing, if you do, not necessarily saying everyone watching this video is watching it for information on dashing. They may just be watching it for something cool to watch while they're sleeping. But while dashing, you want to communicate with the customer via text and verbal very nicely, very appropriately, very kindly and respectfully, and it could get you pretty far. It can get you some help when you're lost and might not know where the customer's apartment is or how to get to it. It can just overall change how the conversation begins and is set to go. But anyway, I'm about to arrive at Wendy's right now, sitting in traffic, waiting for this guy to turn left. So I'll be with you once I pick up the food. All right, just finished picking up both orders. Apparently that order was a double. So heading to the first customer's location now. Really cool thing about double orders is sometimes you never really know they're doubles until you look at them. And something else about double orders is while you're waiting to pick up an order in store, sometimes you can get a order while you're waiting. which is super cool. So anyway, heading there now. I'm about to make a U-turn. Love U-turns. About 3 minutes away. Just delivered that other order, so I delivered both already. So now I'm heading back to the hot spots, which are a little bit far because I am still outside of my zone. So I have to get back into that. Otherwise, I won't be getting orders or promos for the reason that I'm out here. So I will check back in with you when I get an order. All right, just picked up an order for Wingstop. I forgot to tell you guys that I got the order. I forgot to record it because it was just so crazy traffic and everything. I just couldn't record a video while driving in that. But anyway, the total for the order is up there. And the distance, again, just getting crazy orders. This night, this dash, it's crazy. It's insane. Like, I've made $66 because it split my dash. So one of them ended and then the next one started. So in total so far, I've made like, well, I won't spoil it because that'll be the reason why you watch to the end of the video. So if you want to know how much I made tonight, you can watch until the end of the video. Anyway, I'm gonna go do this dash, delivering the order 6 minutes away. So see you when I get another order. Just picked up an order from Lefty's Cheesecake, or sorry, Cheesesteaks, goodness. Heading to the customer's location now. I also forgot to mention I got an order. Total is what, $8.50 I think? I don't know, I'm not looking. But heading there now. It's about a 17-minute drive, 8 3/4 mile distance. And I will check back in with you when I have another order. All right, it is 9:49 p.m. on December 31st, 2023. We are approaching the new year, and I have just finished my, what time we start? 5 something? My 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10-ish. So 4.5 hour-ish dash. And we're heading back to home base now. It's about a 12-minute drive, so I will, after this video, calculate everything, get the total miles and everything else, and get back to you with how much money I made, how much I have to fill up in gas, and how many miles I drove. Okay, we've arrived at home base now to go over all the stats that we accrued today. So total amount that I made from door dashing was $92.74. Now, calculate in gas. I started door dashing at a little above 3/4 tank. So I ended my dash at a half tank. So I filled up, put $17.30 in the tank. After that $17.30, I have made in complete all mine revenue from door dashing $75.44. That was door dashing from 5:39 to 9:48. I drove a total of 96.9 miles and completed 9 deliveries. That's crazy, in my opinion. That's pretty good. Only $17.25 in gas. I made in a little under 4 hours, a little above actually, or right there, 4-ish hours. I made $75.50. That's that's crazy to me. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's definitely a new concept for me. Definitely something that I haven't done ever before. But now that I have a car, I thought I'd go ahead and share how I make money and how I make a side hustle, cool hobby, and what I do in my spare time. So I drive around and do DoorDash. It's actually kind of fun. I've been doing it since August. I've been doing it since August. And it's now December 31st, 2023. It's about to be New Year's. It is, well, let me turn the car on. It is 10:50 tonight. I've just arrived home after getting gas, and I'd say it's a pretty good night. It's been a little crazy, because all the crazies are out, you know. But overall, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. It was super fun to make. Recording while driving is definitely a new experience, but I hope that the quality turned out pretty well. I am using my phone's front camera, so I hope it didn't turn out too bad. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys will come back for more. Hope you like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what you guys would like to see next. This next year, I really want to turn some things around for the YouTube channel, and I really want to hear you guys' feedback. All right, peace.